So today I want to talk about ways to optimize your Google business profile so you can rank higher on the local searches, which can be a key point of success for a local business looking for foot traffic, looking for any kind of business enhancement from your local area. And if you don't know what a Google business profile is right now, of course, it's when somebody types in a search term or a keyword into Google and it shows up on the maps or in the Google local section. It is vitally important to any kind of business that is looking for that kind of a local customer base and can really help your SEO platform. So in this video, I'm going to reveal 6 tips on how to boost your local Google SEO, and I'm going to reveal one myth that a lot of people think can help with their Google local SEO, but actually doesn't do anything at all. Now, the first and most important thing for anybody with their Google business profile is to complete and verify the Google business profile. So many companies decide not to, or they decide that they can't, or they don't have the time to finish the actual completion and verification of their Google business profile, or in this case, we'll just call it GBP. So some companies, and I've dealt with companies like this, they're just way too busy to do the video verification or to fill in all of the details on their Google business profile, like the service page or even their opening hours. It is vitally important for your Google business, especially if you're dealing with local businesses, to complete that Google business profile in full. Because if you don't, you will not be ranked ahead of your competitors that have completed their Google business profile. So if you're building a Google business profile, then please remember to complete it. There's a video verification. You can get some help with it from an agency like Numero but the final steps, which is video verification and location verification, has to be done by the business itself. Okay, so tip number 2 in helping you rank higher in Google local search and with your Google business profile is having keywords in your business name. Now, this is something that a lot of companies might miss out on, and it's something that's really kind of delicate to deal with. So for example, if I look at a company, let's say that does landscaping, they want to make sure that the word landscaping is in their business name. Now, you can add in other names and keywords onto your website, into your business name, that would make it show up for that keyword. So for example, a landscaping company might want to look at lawn care or stonework or driveways. That's something that they could do. Now, you can either change your legal business name, which means you have to change all your signage and business cards and any kind of collateral that you have to promote your business, or if it's not too spammy and too obvious, you can add it into your business name on your website. So if you have ABC Landscaping is your name of your company, you can add in ABC Landscaping and Lawn Care onto your business profile name. It will help with your Google business profile. It will help with your local search rankings. Just make sure that you're not doing something completely obvious and adding in a keyword that you might want to rank for, but that doesn't really relate directly to your business. Okay, number 3, and that is dedicated service pages on your website. So on your Google business profile, you can list all the services that you have on the Google business profile, and it'll list them all when somebody clicks on your GBP and hits that service tab. They can see everything that you have. So essentially what you want to have is that for every service that you provide for your customers should have its very own page on your website. Google, when they crawl, will rank this higher than if a competitor doesn't have their dedicated service pages. So using the landscaping example again, if they do lawn care, hardscape, flower beds, rocks, or stonework, those should have their own specific dedicated web page on their website, so that way it matches up with the services on their Google business profile. It will help that company rank higher for Google local search. Okay, number 4 and number 5 are very similar. The first one is having keywords in the title of your web page. Now, that's in the meta title of your web page. Make sure that you have the keywords in there. So if you have lawn care, once again, using the landscaping idea, lawn care, landscaping, flowers, hedge trimming, whatever, should always be in the meta title for your website. And number 5 is keywords in the headline of your website. It's very important that you put the keywords that people are searching, especially on local search, on your headline for your website or your landing page, like I said, whichever one connects directly to your Google business profile. So for example, if you wanted to rank for the number 1 keyword for you might be real estate lawyer Toronto, you should have a headline on your website that says real estate lawyer Toronto. It should be right there on your H1. It could be on your H2 as well, but make sure it's right there at the forefront for the search. Google picks it up and it will rank you higher for those local searches. Okay, before I go to the last 2 tips and of course that 1 myth that I promised, I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button below. We put out videos like this on a regular basis. We talk about SEO strategies like this one with regards to local SEO, but we also talk about other digital marketing strategies and some small business advice as well. So hit that subscribe button below and hit that notification bell as well so you get updated when we do post our latest video. Okay, now before I get to the last tip, let me reveal the myth that a lot of local businesses make that really isn't going to affect your search rankings for local SEO. And that myth is where you're located and where you're putting your service areas for don't affect your rankings at all. So for example, when putting your service areas on your Google business page, while it will help people know where you can do service, it will not help your rankings in those specific locations. And let me give you an example. So let's say I have a company in Oakville, Ontario, and which is probably about 25 to 30 minutes west of the city of Toronto. And I put that I will do services, or my business is available in the city of Toronto. That is not going to help my search rankings. Because I'm physically located in Oakville, I will not outrank on local SEO similar companies that are physically in the city of Toronto. What it does do though, is it helps me with my customers. So if somebody does land on my page and they land on my Google business page and they see that I have, for example, Oakville and Burlington and Toronto and Pickering and Barrie and Newmarket, it'll help with regards to those customers knowing that I will provide services there. However, Google just won't rank me for the local searches for whatever my business is, Toronto, because I'm not physically in Toronto. And that is a myth that a lot of people feel that if they put that they're offering the services in Toronto, that they'll rank for Toronto, but in Google search, as far as local search, it just won't happen. So that's good to know, because there's a company that says that they can do that for you. Well, chances are good that it's just not going to happen. Okay, so the final tip is about Google reviews. So some people think that quality reviews is where it's at. So as long as you have maybe, if you only have like 5 or 6 reviews and they're all at like 4.8, 4.9, 5 star, that's going to be the best thing. Now, there's the other side of the argument that says that having a ton of reviews, hundreds, thousands of reviews, is the way to go, and that's going to help your ranking. The answer is it's a little bit of both. In fact, it's a lot more about quality and less about quantity. So you want to make sure that you do have some 5-star reviews. In fact, you should always have 5-star reviews, or at the very least 4.9-star reviews on your Google reviews. Google will look at that and they will rank you higher based on the amount of stars that you have. Now, less important is the quantity. So even if you've only got like 25 reviews, but they're all 4.9, it's still better than having, let's say, 100 reviews at 4.2. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying to acquire more Google reviews. In fact, it's so important that you acquire more Google reviews that you should be doing it for every single customer that you have. You should be, in fact, as soon as you finish doing the service or selling the product that you have, you should be asking for that Google review. You can even create a QR code, post it on your invoices, put it at your front desk, wherever you are, put it even on your website, a link to your website, so that way they can go and give a review immediately after doing business with you. And if you want to get some more information on Google reviews, then check out this video that we have about getting some good Google reviews for your business that will only help boost your local SEO and your SEO in general.